Well, good day from Darwin. We're in Australia's northern gateway and the Northern Territories, and we're going to check out Darwin. It is very, very hot, so let's go see the city. Alright, so we just got off the bus in Darwin and I'm holding a baby crocodile. How old do you reckon this guy is?
Martin here is a 1.5-year-old saltwater crocodile.
Very nice. And so how big would he get when he's fully grown?
Well, a male between 4 and 5 meters on average. Potentially he could be one of those genetic freaks that gets to 6 meters, 7 meters and weigh close to over a ton. So definitely has the capacity to be a big boy. And like, if you're going to turn him this way, if you turn him, you can actually give him a kiss.
Will he like that or not?
As long as you don't use tongue, you'll be fine.
Awesome. And so this is in the crocodile's park?
Yeah, crocodile's park.
Do you have big ones as well?
We've got huge crocodiles. So usually the day kicks off about 10 o'clock. We've got a crocodile feeding to an introduction. 11 o'clock we do our boat cruises, which is we take you out onto our man-made river system. And we've got about 45 minutes and 50 saltwater crocodiles coming up feeding from the boat. And if crocodiles and snakes aren't your thing, we've got like the cute and cuddly stuff like lions, tigers, monkeys, meerkats.
Very nice. Cool. Alright, also, as well as our baby croc, we've got a black-headed python. He's just hanging out here. He's enjoying the cool air coming in from the air conditioning from inside the visitor center. He's very, very nice. Okay, so if you take the shuttle bus into town, it stops right here. We've got the visitor center right beside it, and you can get lots of information there about the town, about different things to do around the place. You can find out about the crocodile park, the one outside, or Crocodile's Cove, which is in the city. And now we're going to check out the mall. It goes way down here. It's shaded, and there's lots of stores, there's some hotels, there's restaurants, bars, and you might even see one of the local crocs from Crocodile's Park. One of the best places we've seen so far for souvenirs is NT Souvenirs. It's a big, massive shop, and it's got boomerangs, everything crocodile, everything didgeridoo, lots of Aboriginal paintings and art, as well as little clippy koalas and lots of things like that. A nice thing to note along the main street, if you come into the department store past Paley, they have this really nice exhibition from the Alana and Madeline Foundation, which are sculptures of kangaroos. Lots of different patterns on them. It's a really nice local artwork to have a look at while you wander around town. So this is why Darwin's got a reputation for being the wild north. It was beautiful sunshine just a few minutes ago, and now it's not just raining, but crazy, crazy thunderstorm rain. And this came up in seconds, so the north is pretty wet. So the place we're sheltering in, this is the Darwin Hotel, and they very kindly give vouchers to the visitor centres for a free beer or wine at the moment anyway. For people who come in from the ship, if you're getting information or booking tours in the visitor centre, make sure to ask about it. And this is a nice little Aussie pub. They've got food, drinks, and some nice coffee, and some good free fast Wi-Fi. And we're going to try some local Australian food. And because we're in croc country, obviously we're going to have croc burger. They come very highly recommended. They're massive. This is pure crocodile meat right in here. So the little fellow that we hugged and kissed earlier today, this might be his uncle. Very nice. Meaty, but white meaty. Very tasty indeed. We're going to enjoy our croc. Now, as you walk across the street from the main mall, you've got where the shuttle goes from here. Just down the street, we've got Brown Smart. This is a local theatre where you can see a lot of local art, and they have some different afternoon shows on sometimes when ships are in, so check it out just in case there's something happening while we're here. This takes us along by the park. Oh, we've got some ibis. On the way down here, check out the administrator's office. This was the former courthouse and police station. That's a really pretty garden. So I head down the steps towards the waterfront, and then as you come down here, you cross the street and go across the sky bridge down to the waterfront. And when you get to the harbour front, there's some nice things to see. There's a little water area you can go in for a dip, and there's a bunch of restaurants. There's an Irish pub, there's Wi-Fi, and lots of fun. so I am on the jumping crocodile cruise today in Darwin. I am very, very excited. Been wanting to do this for a long time. And here we go! There's a massive replica of a croc here. This is probably the closest I'm gonna get to a real one. So I'll pet this guy. Now when you come in this little area with a little shop. So here we go. This is the Adelaide River. About 10,000 wild saltwater crocs live on the river. And we're gonna see some of them. We've been going for about 5 seconds and a croc is coming over to us.
So things like hair, nails, hooves and horns, the crocodiles don't break down and digest. Which means if one of these crocodiles manages to eat me, you'll get a nice big hairball back to remember me by. I still haven't figured out what smells worse, crocodile hairballs or crocodile farts. I've only smelled one of each, and that's still one. Stubby is a lot larger than Marilyn and weighs about 450 kilograms. Or at least he did last time I picked him up. Which is about 50 kilometers north of another place called Dundee.
And in the reception area, they got some headlines from Northern Territory News from different years, different headlines to do with crocodiles. But on average, only 2 people are killed every year in all of Australia because of crocs. And the reason is normally people are where they shouldn't be. So there's a lot of wildlife around the area, as well as the kites, the birds of prey that we saw from the river that we're feeding. These tall guys over here, these are brokers. They're local cranes. They're pretty big. They're about 1 meter tall. And we got some local buffalo. And it's buffalo meat that the crocs are being fed by. And you can also, humans eat it too. You can get it in the shops and restaurants. And even when you go to the bathroom, you get a bit of Aussie spirit. You got the blokes and the Sheilas. And then now we're gonna stop for a drink at the world famous Humpty Doo Hotel. So the hotel's got lots of character. It's got its own little merchandise shop, old jig box, loads of little funny coats up on the wall, pool tables. It's proper local hunt with fish and chips and all sorts of Aussie tucker. So I've learned why the Humpty Doo Hotel is famous. It's famous for a couple of things. It's been used in scenes in movies, different Australian movies, including a little bit in Crocodile Dundee. Apparently also some Australian cookery shows have been filmed up here, some documentaries about the area, about the wildlife, about the crocs, and this has been featured in them. And also it's very famous for the Darwin Stubby beer drinking competition. So basically at the end of September every year there's a huge beer drinking contest, and a Darwin Stubby is actually not small and stubby at all. It is the largest beer in the world, largest bottle of beer. It's 2 liters. Here's a photo of it here. There's a little article about it at the end of the bar. And this is Squeak Ewans. He's a co-owner of the place, and he is giving beer, this 2-liter beer, whether you agree with that or not. This is being given to Norman, who is a local bull who lives here. And Norman the bull apparently entered the competition when it started and wins every year. He can down the 2 liters in 40 seconds, which is faster than any human. The fastest human apparently has done it in 54. So I had an awesome day in Darwin again. I love Darwin, super friendly, lovely place right up in the north of Australia. And it was so good to see the jumping crocs today. So that's it, we'll see you next time. Bye!